we cannot see this one at the moment. Logan's got his nubs out right now. What's up, my nubby?
Good morning, good afternoon. My name is Remy Zivkovic, and today here I'm joined with GameExplore 100 on the top left, and CoolKidKoolaid on the bottom. And I know that it's been a while since we've made this video. A reason why to that is because we had a lot of stuff going on in our lives, which I'll have them explain when we get to each section. And you kind of notice here that I have a different background.
And as do I.
And so does the other guy, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we're just basically what we're doing is what we were gonna do about 5 months ago, and then we just didn't do that. Basically, we're just gonna go over the goals that we had, the goals that we've done, things that we want to improve on, and maybe some new goals that we have. Because I'm sure that as time changes, as jobs and positions, or as life goes on, I'm sure we have other things that we want to do with our lives. So I'm going to go first again, just because I'm the host of the channel. And then after we'll go to Preston, and then we'll go to Logan. So starting with me, some of my goals for the channel was to work out about 6 times a week, get at 190 pounds, run a marathon, and eat healthier. With that goal, I just want to start with, I haven't gone to 190, unfortunately. I got pretty close at a point. I started at 215 and I got to about 200 to 201, and then life just kind of kicked my ass. As I was approaching that goal, I landed a job. And I landed a job down in Florida as a banker. And so instead of really taking care of my mental self and taking care of physically myself, I was trying to prepare everything to move down here successfully and get myself clear of everything. So the 190 pounds, unfortunately, I didn't achieve. I did achieve, though. I did run a 5K, which I don't remember if I did that in the last video or if I did that in this video. I did run a 5K in Milwaukee, though, it was about 29 minutes. I'm sorry. That was something that was really cool, really fun. Something I'm definitely going to do down here again when I am starting to work out again. And, yeah, that was nice. I could have gotten a better time, but there was a lady that kind of fainted right in front of me. So I had to help her out. I helped her out. I made sure that she had a spot to sit and got her some water and everything like that. So yeah, so I did achieve a 5K, and that was really fun. So I wasn't able the running the marathon is going to take a little bit, but I'm taking little progress steps towards it. And I really enjoy running. I really enjoy being around a community of people, and I want to continue that. As to eating healthier, again, that was another thing in which I was doing before everything, and now I've kind of slacked off with it a little bit, to be honest. I've been slacking a little bit with that. But yeah, that happened. So I'm gonna get better with that too as this week goes on. For one of my other goals, speak another language. That one I was progressing with too, again, until the job. I know that this sounds like little excuses and everything like that, but I started realizing throughout the year that it's not something that I'm prioritizing over, some of my other heftier goals. Just like with chess, for example, is another one of my goals. It hasn't been something that's been on my mind recently, just because I've been really trying to get this job. I've really tried to move down safely, so on and so forth. So yeah, I haven't really progressed in chess, and I haven't really progressed in language. But I did graduate college. I finally got that done. So after 4 years, I finally got my finance degree at University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. So that was awesome. And and then in addition to that, I made a big change. I am now down in Florida. So I moved across the country. I packed everything that could fit in my car, and I went down. I went down with a little bit of help from family and everything, but the trip was grueling, but actually pretty easy. I have a very supportive family, and I'm glad that I have my family to help me get down there and make me successful. So now, going forward, I'm in my own apartment. I'm by myself. I got a 2-bedroom apartment, 2-bath, and yeah, that's been really nice. I've really liked the style. I've cooked for myself. I'm starting to learn a little bit about cooking, and I look forward to continuing. And then my final goal, from this list was to become a banker, and that's what I did. I became a relationship banker. I won't disclose which company I work for, but it is the top financial firm in the world. That's all I can say. I'm not going to talk any more about it just because of legal notice.
The bank is called that's what it was called. All right, end of story.
Right. So, yeah, I'm very excited to do that. And so, although there were some goals that I didn't achieve, again, this is not a space where we judge others for it. I think I've accomplished a lot over the last 7-8 months. So I'm happy that I did that. And going forward with some of my newer goals that I am putting on myself, first is to get through licensing. So with becoming a banker, you have 6 months to get through 3 licenses. One is the Series 66, the 63, and I believe it's the 7, and then the state insurance. And I have to get that done in 6 months. So I am planning to really study and work hard and push myself to get all those licenses and to pass. And if I were to do that, that's a very big step towards my long-term milestone, which is to eventually have my own financial firm. So this is very big. This is something I really need to focus on and will definitely focus on going forward. In addition, with this channel, this channel here is going to be pretty much these progress videos. These are going to be like goals and stuff, just with the guys. I'm not trying to get a bunch of views. I'm not trying to make content for everybody to see. It's more for myself, for progress, and for myself and for the others as well. So if you do want to see like actual content, though, I do plan to start a financial channel. It's called Rent Free Finance. I'll have that in the description down below. Hi, this is Remy from Rent Free Finance reporting about the channel. Since Remy in the video didn't really clarify about his own channel, I'm here to clarify for you. Rent-free finance is where money meets clarity. From budgeting tips to smart investing strategies to market news, we break down personal finance so you can take control of your personal finance in your future. Subscribe today and start taking care of your own personal finance so then you're financially free. Thank you and have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye. So those are my 2 main goals for now. And then just a third little tiny goal is that I just moved into Florida. Obviously, I don't really know people. So my goal is just to get more connected in the space around me, learn from others again, and make friends down here. So, it'd really be nice to have a couple people to hang out with. So that's it. That's all for me for today. So what I'm going to do now is just pass the microphone to GameExplore 100 or Preston. So there you go.
All right, perfect. So give me 1 second. Let me go. All right. Okay.
I'm physically passing the mic over.
I think I got the microphone. Is this the microphone? I can't tell if this is it. No, not it.
Is this the microphone?
Yeah. All right, there you go. Anyways, hey, what's going on there, everybody? My name is Preston, or GameExplore 100, or live, whatever it is that you want to call me there. It's all good there. Last time we talked about this was all the way back in January, so yeah, it has been quite a while there, you guys. As Remy has mentioned, we've all come across our journey. 2025 has been, I think, more or less a very interesting year, but not only that, but a unique year for everyone. Obviously, I wanted to give congratulations to not only Remy but also for Logan, for both of them moving into their own apartments there finally, because that is such a big journey in and of its own. So it's obviously giving flowers to my friends, because to get to that journey is, first of all, it's awesome, but it was also very stressful. We all know moving is by far one of the most stressful things in life, and to be able to do that, I mean, as I mentioned, it's stressful, but it's very rewarding. As soon as it's done, you feel great to know that you're finally making a big chapter in your journey. My goals I got there going on, which of course, you know, I've only had 3 goals, but I will admit there has been a good amount of things that have happened here for the channel, but also just for my personal life there too. So number 1 was the weight loss journey. When we made the video back in January, I think it was around 260. I would say I'm down to 245 right now, actually. And I'm really happy about that. Except I'm a little bit upset at the fact that I could have did a little bit more, and I'll get into that there momentarily about the reason why. Yes, I can kind of go down the reason for what had happened was, while these guys had a great time, or these guys had a great time moving and doing whatever they need to do, I unfortunately had a bit of a hiccup or a bit of a fork in the road that kind of is what happened there, okay? So what actually happened was, I unfortunately back in March, I actually got laid off from my job. Unfortunately, it is what it is there. And so during that time, during March, April, May, and near the end of June, so we're talking about 4 months where I was basically finding a job. Now, for a lot of people, they don't know when it comes to finding a job, the job market now is fucking rough. I think, could we all agree upon that finding a job right now in the job market is terrible?
Depending on the field and everything like that, for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. And so for me, trying to find a job was rough, and I have a little something in my eyebrow. I'm not crying of tears, but it's ultimately, you know, finding a job. I'm gonna be completely honest here with you guys. I'm talking every day for a whole month straight. I was applying to at least 15 to 20 jobs a day. And yeah, I mean, during those months, it was pretty rough finding a job. I couldn't focus on going to the gym because when you don't have a job, it's kind of like, you know, you're only limited on the amount of paychecks you're going to get before you know it, you got nothing. So it's like, I remember literally desperately trying to find jobs, and there were so many shitty jobs, and I'm like, bro, I know my worth. I went to school to fucking study IT. I'm not fucking trying to study to fucking drop off a box from one area to another. Fun fact, I worked at Amazon for 1 day, and I never wanted to do it ever again. I left the very next day because that's how shitty that job was. The good news is I actually got back in with the same company that laid me off. I know that's really weird. The reason why is because, I mean, with the big corporation, with big insurance and stuff like that, you know, I don't want to, it's hard to do a restart on everything with insurance, everything all there together. The job that I have now, it's fine. It's not amazing. It's not bad. There's no perfect job. We can all, you know, there's no such thing as a perfect job. Obviously, weight loss is getting back on track now because now I'm back with the job again. Another new goal, or a new goal that I will be adding there is going to be focusing on working as hard as I can to get a, you know, a promotion or something like that to work for. So that way I'm not trying to work in this, you know, awful position that I'm in right now. I mean, like I said, it's tolerable, but could be a lot worse, or it could be a lot better. So that's what I'm trying to do, work as hard as I can, in which, for what it's worth, it's working for just a month there. I'm having a lot of connections, so I've been trying to work my way up as fast as I can. It's sure enough, it's working. So just got to play it by ears and wait. Of course, another thing is, you know, going to 200 followers on Twitch. I will admit, though, a little bit recently, I have not been very focused on, or not even focused. I haven't really been maintaining streaming at a right time. Around I was like supposed to stream a couple hours ago, but we're gonna let that slide. As of right now, you guys can barely see it with the little clock right there. But I believe a little before I was about 163 followers. I am now at 187 right now. So just in a couple months, I got myself a good amount of followers. We're making there to 200. The big goal for that is to get to the get to 200 by the end of the year, and let's see where that goes there. And then another goal that we talked about is making new friends outside of gaming. But ironically enough, I've also made some more friends inside of gaming. I've been talking with many other creators there. I've been talking to a lot of creators, not only from many other different games, but from Twitter and different stuff like that. And it's been awesome to be able to reach out to so many different creators. Regardless, though, I'm super happy to know that there was a major fork in the road. And the best part is it's not how you get yourself into a hole. It's how you get yourself out. And for me to be able to get the fuck back out was not only, I got to give myself a little bit of credit for, because it was a rough journey. And I'm super glad that I got to make it out, and I'm good. I'm just super grateful for that. And for that, I'm just glad to know that things are all good there. So wanted to say thank you for hearing what I have to say there. And of course, to mention that as well, more not self-promotion, but a little self-promotion for me, but also for Remy. Be sure to go check out Remy's channel there, you know, with the new Remy's finance and stuff going on there. So with that being said there, of course, you know, be sure to like and subscribe not only to Remy, but also, you know, be sure to follow my Twitch there, twitch.tv/GameExplore Live. And of course, I'll let Logan do his self-promotion on his stuff
All
there.
right, hello everyone. It's CoolKidKoolaid04. I am back. Welcome. All right, so my goals at the start of the year, we're gonna go top to bottom. We're gonna see the progress on them and all of that. So my first goal on the list was getting basically a set schedule. That still has not changed due to, my job still being the same. I'm still at the same hardware store. However, things have been getting a little bit better there. Some things are getting a little bit worse. But I won't go too far into it because it is a little bit personal. That is my work life, yada yada. The next thing is more like streaming schedule. I have not started the streaming content creation yet, but I will again get into that later. But first things first was to get things more organized with sort of just life in general. That also has been going up and down, being obviously I am in a new place. Obviously, we're still putting stuff away, if you couldn't tell. I mean, I don't know, it's hard to tell. But another thing that I wrote on there was getting out more. I've been trying to get out more. I've been going on more walks, hiking. I've been going on bike rides, yada yada. But I haven't really been working on my social life as much, mainly because I'm kind of fine with what I have right now. I have my close friends that are sitting in this very call right now. I have my wonderful fiance, and then I have a couple of other online friends on here and some good friends at work. So roots of content creation. Now, in terms of content creation, that was one of my main goals this year. My goal was to actually be doing both streaming and content creation. Obviously, pointing towards streaming because Preston's a lot good with streaming. Remy's getting into content creation, and then I'm trying to do a bit of both. I have a lot of things planned. I am currently still working on them. I actually have my editing software up as we speak. I'm actually finishing up a second project for my very first YouTube video. It's going to be coming out on my channel, but I'm not too sure if it's going to be on the channel I have right now or if I'm just going to make a brand new one, just freshly started because it has some old stuff on there from God knows how long ago. But I do want to be a lot more interactive with my community when I start. I do plan on doing events like a Minecraft server. I might find my Switch, dust it off, and play some Mario Kart. But other than that, it's been pretty good with the sort of setting up this whole first YouTube video. I have a whole script for my YouTube video. I have a whole storyline maybe planned up for it. And yeah, so then my next goal was to go on a road trip. Obviously, since I moved out, that has a little bit contested with the whole moving out aspect. So I guess my road trip was road tripping from my old house, to this wonderful new apartment, which is also just like Remchuck's here, 2-bed, 2-bath. It's pretty nice. And then obviously I did complete one of my goals, which is obviously moving out. It's been a blast. It's been fun. But yeah, other than that, it's been going pretty good. I am going to be... The only goals I will probably put to the side and work on other ones more would be probably the whole road tripping thing, and I'd say the sort of going out more. I do obviously have things going on in real life as of right now, obviously putting things away, trying to figure out if streaming schedule is going to work with my work schedule, and so on and so forth. Other than that, 2025 has been doing been going really fast, and B, going pretty smooth. Yeah, I would actually say my newest goal is to really just try and make a creative series with my YouTube videos. So basically, I don't want them to just be bland, just random videos, but they are all connected within one little storyline. And obviously, I won't spoil things too much, but I already have my first 3 YouTube videos planned out.
But I thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate, all you guys coming in to watch this video. I know it's not the most interesting, but it's something that's more personal. It's something with our lives. That's something that we want to do, something that we want to achieve. So, again, I'm going to pass the microphone around. I just want to ask if they have any more closing statements, or if, that's about it. Just if they have any more closing statements, and what we'll do is we'll probably make another video like this closer to the end of the year, and we'll see where we are from there. So I'll pass the phone to Preston, see if he's got any more closing. Fuck you, Logan. To Preston, we'll see if he's got any more closing statements, and then I'll go to Logan.
Well, I guess if there's any closing statements there, of course, I'm sure Remy will most likely say, but of course, thank you to those people who wanted to go watch this video here. We greatly appreciate the support and, the amazing from each and every single one of you there. Of course, be sure to, go check out all of our channels there. Of course, links are going to be organized and down below in the description there.
All right, perfect. And Logan, did you have anything else?
Oh, thanks for passing the microphone. Now, nothing really too crazy. I mean, I could give some sneak peeks on things I'm working on. Other than, without trying not to break my camera, we're gonna see if this messes up the whole recording.
Please
All
slow
right,
the
thank you
camera
guys
down.
for watching, and we're gonna end this video. I'm just kidding.
Sure.
Again, their channels are in the description. My rent-free finance is also in the description if you're interested in finance, or even if you're not. If you need some help with your finances, make sure that you come visit my channel. And if you like the gaming stuff, Preston does a lot of single-player games. He does series on his channel, and he also does some multiplayer stuff as well. Make sure to check him out. And Logan is more of the Fortnite content with the Genshin Impact and Stardew Valley, and he's going to have his own little series from what we heard. So if you're interested in any of that kind of stuff, please go visit his channel at CoolKidKoolaid. And yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Bye.